Hey everyone, welcome to the Crypto ZX channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful Saturday morning. A lot to cover about the USDC entire situation that's going on, and we're going to project what is most likely going to happen as we are approaching the upcoming week, and we will talk about that. So if you like these kind of videos, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm bringing you guys urgent updates, everything what's going on with the entire situation. So let's get right into it. If we're looking at the markets, you guys can see the markets are mainly still quite a bit in the red zone right now, but we're starting to see a little bit of green here and there for certain altcoins. But again, the uncertainty level is still there, but I'm going to share something with you guys that I could see be a positive thing for the entire space and bring some more bullishness in the space. So let's get right into it. So if we're looking at the price of USDC coin from my previous update last night, the urgent emergency update, it was sitting at 88 cents, and now we are seeing it approach that $1 mark again because we have heard some positive news come out. You need to really put this into perspective as to how important this really would have been if this were to collapse. The USDC earlier last year, when we saw the entire Terra Luna Classic ecosystem and its stablecoin fail, that was not even close to what would have been if USDC was to fail, because it is the third top most held stablecoin, and this would have impacted the space in a massive negative space, and we could have been put back about 5 years without a doubt, in my personal opinion. So let's get right into the news and see what's going on, and let's make some projections as to what could happen. But before I do begin, as you guys know, anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So if we're looking at this news, it says just in Circle USDC says it will cover any. So Circle comes out and says it will cover any missing liquidity in Silicon Valley Bank using corporate funds. So as you guys know, Silicon Valley had about 3.3 billion worth of USDC. As you guys know, one USDC means there's one coin, so $1 physical cash somewhere in reserves with certain banks. So Silicon Valley Bank was one of the banks that was holding about 3.3 billion. So out of this 39 billion, it was holding 3.3 billion USDC within there. Sorry, out of the 40.8 billion, it was holding 3.3 billion worth of US dollars in there. So obviously, the ratio matches. But what happened was Silicon Valley Bank declared for bankruptcy. So where do those funds go? Boof, gone. So, a lot of questions started coming in. Wait, so the other remaining 39 billion, where is that money at? 37 billion. That's a lot of money. Where is that? Because Monday, obviously on the weekends, we don't see banks operate in majority of the countries. So, everyone was waiting on Monday. So our regulators along with investors are going to start flocking to these financial institutions and asking, are these reserves really in place? And if more negative news came out that, there's no reserves for a certain amount of billions of dollars, that is going to have a massive negative impact on the price, and that could set aside the crypto space 4 to 5 years as well. So you guys can see some massive players have come out and started to buy USDC. Look at Vitalik has exchanged 500 Ethereum for 400,000 USDC coin and 27,179 DAI. Justin Sun exchanged 127 million USDC for 126.96 DAI. So arbitrage is going on. People are trying to make money. These big players are trying to make massive amounts of money because it is possible to do so right now. But obviously we are seeing some people going from USDC to different stable coins because they don't want to see what happened last year. So that's what we have saw happen as well. But we see the arbitrage going on because look, Justin Sun and Vitalik are buying up USDC and DAI at a discount, because even if a lot of, and I've saw this around crypto Twitter everywhere. A lot of people are doing that have money and that are willing to take this risk. I personally wouldn't do that, but everyone has their own ways to take risks. But obviously, if you put $1 million and it went up, how much? You're making quite a bit. You're making about like 15%, so 350,000, and you could go buy yourself a new Porsche or something. So you guys get where we're going. But this is definitely a positive news, kind of a relief, and I just wanted to share this with you guys. But looking at the price of Bitcoin is forming a green candle as of today on Saturday. So that is definitely something nice to be seeing right now. But as I say that, we do need to see still what happens on Monday. Just because Circle is coming out and backing that 3.3 billion from their corporate funds, that does not mean this is over. I do believe massive amounts of investigations are going to go into the other banks. We are looking at one of the toughest times for the entire global economy. We're seeing like some insane amount of a panic in the financial sector. Obviously, economy, as I've said, inflation is going insane. About 2 million people in the US are projected to lose their jobs, and that is going to have a trickling effect around the globe. Mexico, Canada, US, mainly North America, along with the rest of the world, Asia, Europe. It's going to have a massive effect, and we're starting to see that happen right now as well. So a lot of panic in terms of the global economy, but this gives us, Bitcoin was built for these types of times. This was what Bitcoin was built for. We're seeing banks fail, the financial sector fail, and blockchain is still here. It has not gone away anywhere. And I do believe that, this news that we have seen come out for USDC will have a positive impact on the crypto space. And we could potentially see BTC start making a run. I would not be surprised, because this is a huge news in my personal opinion. And on BTC, dominance, on the other hand, is starting to increase. We did wick all the way up to 43% after that USDC news last night, but it's starting to trickle a little bit towards the downside. We're holding still at that 43.4%. But that is it for today's update. What I'm looking at right now, what my game plan right now for the immediate short term is, we're still on track. Obviously, these USDC and, these collapse, this is not in our control. We look at projects, we look at good projects, but these kind of things are not in our plan, and no one's plan. No one knows this is going to happen. Maybe manipulators will know. The Silicon Valley Bank, these insiders, the CEO and his colleagues were cashing out on the stock before, which is extremely unethical. And I do believe SEC is not going to let that go away. They're going to come after these guys because they're manipulating their investors and their shareholders. So that is what the current scenario is looking like for the entire markets. But I do believe that, around these times is the best time to be dollar cost averaging for the long haul. I think we still are going to have a little bit of time to accumulate these coins, because the next bull cycle is when the gains are going to be made, and we are still in an upwards trend. The year has started off perfectly, but right now we are below $22,000, and you guys know on my channel I take that $22,000 very, very importantly, but we do need to be above that. The overall trend has been set, and I am still looking at a lot of opportunities right now that are in the space right now. But that is it for today's update. I will see you guys tomorrow. It's been Crypto ZX, and peace out.